of our live trading session here in Art of Forex. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Thank you all for being here. We are waiting for our um, other participants to log in. They should be logging in anytime soon. Sometimes they don't, but either way, we're going to start our weekly live trading session. We usually do this live trading session every day, every morning. So if you would like to participate with us, you can email us to info@artofforex.org. You can go to our webpage, artofforex.org, and also you can subscribe to our channel, and you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, um, and pretty soon LinkedIn as well. One of the things that we're gonna start seeing today, we're gonna start talking is the different things of what's going on in the market for the next week. This is the first week of September, so September 2013. This is a week of news coming out from the U.S. We know that we're getting some results coming out from the GDP. We know that we're getting some news coming out from the unemployment. Um, and basically, we're going to see the calendar. You can actually see the calendar in our webpage, art.forex.org. Let me pull it over here so that I can put it on the screen. As you can see, you can go there. We have very nice different tools. We have our partners from Dukascopy where you can actually see some different programmings, different instructions. But here's the calendar. Right now we are at Monday, and sorry about that. We're on Monday, Monday night. So we're seeing the news coming out from China and Australia. Tomorrow, we continue seeing news coming out from Europe. The news are coming out really good, and that's a really good relief because we are seeing different things that we needed to see from Europe to so the market can stabilize. Tomorrow, we're going to see the manufacturing PMI and the construction spending. Both of them in the morning from the U.S. That's going to be important, and also we're going to see at nighttime the GDP coming out from Australia and the trade balance. Those are really good news, interesting news coming out. And then at 9:45, we are going to see the service PMI of China as well. So again, by the time you see this, we won't be able to do it on Tuesday, but hopefully by Wednesday, I should have this video up and running on our channel. Then Wednesday, we start seeing more news coming out from Europe. Again, very important news coming out from Europe. We're seeing the market service PMI, the composite as well, and we're gonna see the GDP of Europe at 5 o'clock U.S. Eastern Time, and then at 8:30 we're gonna see the trade balance. This is going to be a very interesting number because the way the exports and imports are coming out from the U.S. U.S. actually manufacturing is ramping up, and also the export of oil has oil and natural gas has been increasing. So I do think that we're going to see a number as close to 34 billion or even more. That's going to be interesting things. And then we have the the Red Book Index, which is one of the estimates from the Beige Book Index as well. So on Thursday, we have the ADP unemployment change. Remember, the ADP is a private owned company, and that's going to be interesting because that gives us a perspective of the next day on how the unemployment change is actually going to be on Friday. And 8:30, we're going to see the unemployment claims and also the manufacturing PMI, and very important things. And then 8:45, we're going to see the rate decision. Usually this day is where we have the press conference coming out from Europe, but I think it's going to be next week because they don't have it put in here. And then Friday, as I said, Friday we're going to see a lot of news coming out, the unemployment rate, the average hourly earnings, the weekly earnings, and the non-farm payrolls. So very intensive news-wise week. And we're going to talk about a little bit more during this live trading session about how it's going to affect us, what we should be ready, why should we be prepared or not. For now, the news coming out from the conflict in Syria, it's toned down because as the president from the United States, President Obama, has mentioned that he's requesting permission from Congress, and Congress actually comes back into work until the next Monday. So we're going to wait for, we're not going to have any conflicting news coming out from that. But for now, we do have news coming out in a few minutes, and then at 9:30, I'm going to be showing out all those things. If during nighttime, usually you need to see a different pairs. Usually the pairs that we do see is the dollar yen, the Aussie dollar, the Kiwi dollar, and the second pairs on the Aussie and the Kiwi. So we're gonna start talking about how to prepare for the week's news. As I said, this is a week of very intensive news. If you're ready, if you know, if you have the strategy, talking about the different pairs that you can actually take. One of the things that you have to learn in Forex is that you need to learn what pairs or what geographic commerce basically it's going on in the different time frames. Most of the common mistakes is that you get into the different times of the market, since the market is actually open 24/7, and 24/7 is open. I just want to make a statement on this. It's open 24/7, but for the traders, it's only open 6 days a week. It starts on Sunday, Sunday evening with the opening of the Australian market, and then it goes all the way to Friday afternoon with the closing of the U.S. market. That's when a trader actually can go in and do some trading as a retailer. For the central banks, it's always open because there's always going to be commerce going in on the different things. Sometimes there's just news coming out from China on Sunday, on Saturday night, and things like that. So that's why it's open 24/7. So going back to this, one of the things that you have to understand, and this is something that I tell a lot of people once they want to get into Forex, is that strategy is the key concept here. One of the things that kills a lot of people is that they don't have a strategy. They don't have a plan going into Forex. They hear about Forex. They think that Forex is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful market that you can get a lot of money, and it does. It is. Don't get me wrong. But if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a strategy, those things that you think that you can get just by snapping your fingers or and whining some magic wine or something like that won't happen. This is not a genie on the lamp type of thing. This is something that you need to learn. This is a market that you need to understand. This is a market that you have to take respect and you have to know what you're doing. That's why the way that I wanted to start this week was with news, and the way that I will start every week is with news. So that way we do have a sense of what's going on in the market. I mean, what to expect in the market. As I said, next week we're going to expect that the Congress, that's not going to happen overnight. That's going to take some time, but it's going to happen, and that's the sentiment in the market is going to come in, and we're going to have some movements in the market based on that sentiment. For now, the if you don't know the difference between the technical and the fundamental, again, that's what we are here for. We can actually teach you, we can guide you, we can give you some tips and tricks of what to do, and we can help you actually establish a goal requirement or goal and setting goals for long term, short term, medium term. Goals in the short term and medium term in Forex are very essential and they're very important, and those are the ones that they're going to keep you motivated. Because once you start seeing that you're setting those goals, that you are achieving those goals, that's when you start seeing the results. That's when you start seeing the motivation. One of the things that I found out in Forex is that a lot of people say, well, you have to go in and risk 20 pips, either winning or losing. And that's the kind of like the 20 pip region. And then you use a lot of stop loss in stop movements. Those are good things, or those are very good insights, but they don't actually work the way that people are actually expecting it, because the way that this works is that you need to know where you're getting in. You need to understand what's going on in the market. You need to know what your indicators are actually telling you. There's no software out there that actually can point in the right direction. You see, the forex market is so different from the other markets that this market is very sentimental driven. Uh, it evolves with different things and with the different news and different movements. Right now, I mean, we are seeing a movement coming out from China, and the news that came out from China are really good. I mean, we're seeing China being stabilized again, so that affects the currency, especially with the Aussie dollar. But we're not seeing that huge movement on the Aussie dollar that we're expecting. We are going to see it, but it should happen right away. So those are the things that you need to understand. I mean, there are things that happen in the market that if you don't understand what you're seeing, if you don't understand, if you don't plan ahead, if you don't have your risk assessment, uh, things can go wrong really quick. And as I said, this is not a genie in the bottle thing that you make wishes and the wish come true. Sometimes you do. I see people actually getting good results by just saying, "Well, I didn't know what I was doing, but I'm actually doing this. I made from a $10,000 can and I have it to $50,000." It's good. I mean, it's good that they're doing it that way, but they don't know how they're doing it. So can they duplicate what they're doing? Can they make it stable, and can they make it a thing of every day? That's the question, and that's what we're doing here in Art of Forex. We actually guide you and give you the tools and and the tips that you need to actually make it a stable thing, a stable income, a stable every day. Set you the goals, the short-term goals and the medium-term goals, so that way you feel that you are actually achieving something in the market. Because there's no worse thing of you trying to see something and then suddenly losing your earnings and becoming more of a casino type of environment than an actual strategy and the actual knowing what the market is doing type of thing. So just for this week, one of the things, because we're starting the month, one of the things that I really want to leave you guys with a really good insight on this video is get your strategy together. Get your plan. Plan ahead. Plan for the next month. Plan ahead for the next 3 months. We are in the last quarter of the year, so we need to plan ahead for those things. So plan ahead for those things. If you need coaching, we provide those coaching. You don't have to take our class, but you can actually have a one-on-one coaching with us. Robert and I, we are the instructors here. We have another instructor that hasn't come online, but Robert and I will be more happy to guide you and give you instructions, give you the necessary tools and the necessary information, so you can plan ahead and, as I said, make your goal settings. Once you have your goal settings, you will start seeing the results. Remember, one of the things that we have here in Art of Forex is the power of the 1%. If you do a 1% a day and you do it as a career, you do it at something that you can do it in the next 4 year plans, you will see huge results. Now, 1% it sounds very little, but it's very hard to actually do it. But if you do it consistently, 1%, even though you will have some losses one day or another, but some days you might be able to do more than 1%, and some days you will do less than 1%. But if you maintain that 1% consistently, you'll be able to see results in a great matter. You will see it in a sense of you will be amazed how much the 1% can actually push you. So right now we're gonna take the in a few minutes we're gonna take the dollar yen up. As you can see the dollar yen right here, we are seeing a dollar yen coming out with good information. And according to our signals, yield dollar yen right now is at 99.51. Hopefully by the time that we finish the the trading session that we're recording right now, we can see some good results, and I'm going to show you. Uh, Dollar yen is pointing to today, Monday, September 2nd. It's pointing to the 100 again, the mark, the dollar yen. So we are in a good position. I just wanted to mark that thing out. You don't know what I'm talking about? Again, subscribe to our channel, contact us. We provide one-on-one classes for 1 hour. We provide the basic education. If you don't know, if you want to learn more, if you want to learn what we see and what we in the different indicators that we use, we also explain what they are mentioning, what they are telling us. So those are the things that we can go in. So um, email us, send us your comments, send us your reviews. We are more than happy to set you up in one of our live trading sessions or one-on-one training or the different things of education that we have here at Art of Forex. The night live trading session, we mentioned that the dollar yen was actually going to get into a position higher than 99.62. During that time, we understood that our indicators were telling us this, were telling us the direction of the dollar yen. And today in the morning, after news and everything, now we have the dollar yen on 99.74. The high was 99.82. We mentioned that we were seeing that the dollar yen was going to reach the 100 in the next few days, and also news that were coming out. As you can see, the results here, it's almost 1% of the accounts and the ones that we manage, and also the personal the account, it's a 0.7%. So we reached close to our goal. Remember, our goal is 1% a day. But I just wanted to let you mention this. I also wanted to show you the Aussie yen got into our targets, and the Kiwi yen it did so as well. Actually got into 78.08. So the targets that we mentioned before and the targets that you saw on that we mentioned were hit in the live trading session in between the daily thing, the daily period. So as you can see, those are the things that we teach to people to actually oversee the market, how the market analysis is, and then we kind of like see with our indicators, we see with the market analysis where things are heading. So I wanted to show you this as a conclusion of a live trading session, and also as a conclusion of our daily live trading session. Sometimes it actually does take a couple sessions. Sometimes it takes one session. Usually it's in between one session when we get into the 1%. So again, if you want to get more information about this, please join our channel, subscribe to our channel. Hit us with an email. Send out your comments. We do have very different things that as a teaching point, as a teaching stand. We have a one-on-one if you don't want to take our classes, but if you want to get some information, if you want to get some different perspective, we have blocks of an hour each. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.